Welcome to Luanro City, one of the maps we were able to explore in our preview of the Duskbloods. As you can see, it's very easy to move around this city thanks to the new jumps every character has. In combat, every character is also capable of this, a roar that, if properly timed, allows you to stagger enemies and feast on them, converting them to your side for a time. The character currently being played is named Albert. Like many characters, he has a melee weapon in his right hand and a ranged one in his left. He also has a suite of passives and abilities, but there's more I need to talk about than just the combat. I need to explain what kind of game this is and what we're fighting for right now. To that end, I'm going to try and walk you through what a typical match looks like from start to finish. So let's leave Luanro City and go back to the Duskbloods hub area.
Wait, is it a match?
It's called the House of Night. Here, in this demo at least, you can select from one of 6 Bloodsworn, browse this ever-growing archive of information.
Oh god. Chat, I feel like they did the format of Night Ring a little bit, no?
And practice all of your character skills against a target dummy in the courtyard. Then, once you're ready, you can either opt into a ranked or casual match. Here's how it works. Each match features 8 players playing in 3 rounds, but only 3 can make it to the final battle. At the end of the first round, players can all get stronger without punishment. But at the end of the second round, the 2 players with the lowest amount of what are called virtue points are culled and removed from the game.
What is the... Okay, I don't give a f what anybody says. People are gonna call me a hater. I'm gonna say off the bat, this is slop and this is terrible. This is like a moving around of assets or whatever, Night Rain mod, whatever, wrapped up together in a Nintendo Switch package.
Then at the end of the third round, the 3 lowest scoring players are again culled, leaving only 3 to do battle in the final round, where their health totals are boosted by the amount of virtue points they have. How do you get virtue points, you ask? Well,
we already thought that the PvP was shit in all Souls games because of how bad the netcode is, and now they're doing that on the Switch console, and everybody's on the Wi-Fi, on Nintendo Connect, whatever the paid piece of shit service. What in the jank fest is it?
Let's pretend we're just starting the game, and
I've lost my mind.
You start matchmaking by touching the Wheel of Blood in the House of Dusk, and once the system has put 8 of you together, you are all shown the map, divided into 4 quadrants. You all have to choose which quadrant you'd like to spawn into for this round. Now, you can't choose exactly where you'd like to spawn. For example, if I chose this top quadrant aiming for the city streets, I might end up spawning here, closer to the cave. That's what happens to Layla, who has spawned just outside the city streets. This works out perfectly for her though, because do you see those golden spires down in the streets? Those are landmarks you absolutely want to aim for early in the game. So these golden spires, these are where you pull allies from.
Here, sister of the Briar, my life is yours to command.
These are like summoned spirits in Elden Ring, except these are fully fledged characters with voice lines and maybe even storylines to go down as well.
Oh no.
There are 8 allies to be found.
They might have a
the spirit
story.
you get is somewhat randomly generated, depending on the symbol of the golden spire you pulled them from. To level your allies, you have to find these sites marked on the map. But beware, because if you switch allies, the old one and their levels will be lost, so taking the time to find the ally you like can be a waste of time, and in a game like this, time is everything. Luckily, to save you time, you can...
What I find sad is that if they had like a map editors, right? and custom game editors, they could make Elden Ring open to public, and fans would come up with shit like this every 3 days. Okay? At high frame rate, high fidelity, at the PC. I mean, it is what it is. Literally, fans would do this shit for free, and it would sell way better than this piece of shit.
Teleport basically anywhere on the map.
But now it's on a paid internet service, on the Switch 2 dog shit, and it's an exclusive. What a joke.
As long as
what
you're
an
out of combat.
absolute...
I love
what a
this
slap
system.
in the face on everybody.
I love how this opens up the map in the Duskbloods, because it makes your routing options so much more interesting when you could be anywhere on the map at a moment's notice. This player, for example, has found their way to the sewer.
Well, what else is
If
really
you
good about the
recall,
game? It's
there is a
terrible.
purple icon next to the sewer on the map.
This
which
is literally
marks
a
that
game
type
mode
of virtue
of Elden Ring.
called flame virtue can be found here. You can actually see it off to the left ahead of us there. This is a corpse sitting in a chair with a purple aura, and it's one of many in this area, so this area is worth coming to, especially in the early stages of the game, because in my experience, if he hits enemies enough. Speaking of upgrades, here's the Senator, who was my favorite character in the demo. He's hunting a blood sac right now, so that he can upgrade one of his 2 abilities in some way. These abilities are Bloodstake and Saurian form, which you'll see later on. Upgrades to abilities can also be
You can
found in marked
upgrade one of
sections of
his
the map.
2 abilities.
In this courtyard below, for example, you can see a red upgrade orb behind these townsfolk. And thanks to Chang's passive ability, she can turn multiple enemies to her side at once. Chang's L2 throws rings at opponents swiftly
Like I
and
said, it's
consistently,
Elden
which
Ring
makes
game
her a
mode, the same way
huge
Night Ring
threat
was.
at mid-range,
And
and especially
still
when
is,
she's
really,
in
but-
the air. With this, I've shown you just about everything you could hope to achieve in one round, so let's pretend that round 1 is ending, and round 2 begins now.
I think it's a problem when games copy. No, this is not a copy. This is the people that made Elden Ring. Like, it's not a copy or a knockoff. I would have been okay if it was a knockoff. It is literally a game mode of Elden Ring. Like, what?
Start of some rounds, a sort of tarot card will be revealed, informing you of some world-altering
Yes, I'm
event
sure.
currently taking place.
It's
In
fun
this
stuff,
round,
like, yeah,
a
I mean-
Lodomerian Zeppelin will be prowling the skies, and every character will have a transmission box in their inventory with which they can call upon a sea of flame wherever they want. There were 5 events I experienced in this demo. Sometimes a magnetic storm would strike, forcing players to swap places with each other. Sometimes stars would fall from the sky, encouraging players to claim and hold onto them until the end of the round. Sometimes you'd be rewarded for ringing the bell at the top of the clock tower. And I even had one event where bloodsack enemies would spawn all over the place, allowing us to fully upgrade our abilities. These were all so fun to interact with, and they would really change how you moved around the map. In round 2, my character would also start feeling much more powerful, so I would prioritize taking on certain bosses. In the Duskbloods, these are called trespassers, and they're marked by purple skulls on your map. Some are tougher than others, but luckily you don't always need to take them down on your own.
Oh.
If another player is nearby, they will receive a call for help. And if they accept, they will teleport to your fight as a phantom, returned to where they were if they die, or if they manage to defeat the boss. Look at this Zork player.
That's a cool ability.
They have both of their abilities unlocked, the missile barrage being one of them. That means this player has spent more time killing enemies and leveling up, and they might not have as much virtue as a result. However,
Why?
the extra
So spawn some guy in, and if he has a lot of abilities, you just grief him and you just waste time. Like, what?
power they get from leveling up might actually help him get more virtue if that extra power translates into killing difficult bosses more easily. that's what felt beautifully designed about this game.
Oh, wow.
Everything you do seems to lead to virtue in one way or another. At the end of the round, players who killed the most enemies or collected the most items can even receive commendations, which is the third way I've described of getting virtue so far. This rewards players who are single-minded in their goals at the expense of all else. Basically, no matter what you do, even if you don't know what you're doing, it feels like you do get virtue if you play well, and I liked that. Of course, you can still make bad routing decisions. There was nothing worse than when you would bite off more than you could chew, challenging a difficult boss before you were strong enough, or counting on another player coming to help you, only for you to have to fight it alone.
I just don't know why they wouldn't take the opportunity to expand on their worlds and to kind of give and do something new or try something, because it's on the Switch. It's on the Switch because of and to try something outside of the box that could be fun and could expand their IP. Like,
it's not just the threat of dying and losing virtue that would be scary. It's also the fear of a fight going on too long. To wait.
Brother, it's literally a Night Rain remake. Like, are you
your
chilling?
time might have been better spent doing something else. Not that that's a problem for this Senator player. They finish off this boss with blood stake, and they get to claim a power of blood from it.
It's a Night Rain PvP.
These are passives that allow you to further customize your character a little bit mid-match. It's around this time that round 2 would be ending, and now things really start heating up. The players with the 2 lowest virtue counts are culled, and the 6 remaining players move into round 3. In the top right this whole time, there has been a clock, which helps to give you an idea of how much time is left in a round. But that's not all it shows, because in round 3, a ritual site will be established. This is an event that's marked not just on the clock, but also on the map, encouraging players to teleport over and lose themselves in the chaos as you all meet in the same place. The first thing you want to do at a ritual site, ideally, is to locate either the gold stones or the red stones. This player has gone straight for the red stones, which, when held, increases the amount of virtue they receive for killing another player at the ritual site. This is called sword virtue, the 4th type of virtue I've explained so far, and the most fun to collect, in my opinion.
So that part looks kind of fun.
Now that this player is victorious, they approach this golden cross. This is a place that you can pledge to for even more virtue, and if you're sneaky enough, you don't even have to fight at all to claim it. I like how you have options. Are you going to try and steal the pledges unnoticed, or are you going to try and take out all the other players so that you can claim them? Or are you going to avoid the ritual sites completely and take advantage of the rest of the map? I'll let you enjoy this fight, without commentary though, as these 6 players battle desperately to try and avoid being culled.
It's like anime or farming battles. I don't think this looks bad per se. I just...
It's hard to explain just how fun this experience is. The game starts out interesting and tense with little skirmishes with other players, but then it builds up to this ritual fight where you all face off against each other, and then culminates in this: Moonblood Bestowal, the final fight where 3 players face off against each other.
The moon tears will be mine. Our turn has come.
These fights were so hype. Everyone is fully powered up with unique abilities, summons, and even health based on how much virtue they accrued. With 3 players in the arena, there's enough chaos that anything can happen, even to more experienced PvP players. But each player also has 2 lives, which helps to mitigate a bit of the frustration you can feel when you're third-partied by someone else's powerful ability. The dinosaur definitely gave me more wins than I deserved.
What? Well, that's so cheese. I got the $100 pre-order. It looks so fire. True. I mean, I don't think it looks bad. I just think that it looks abysmal.
This is an exciting end to what is an extremely well-paced game, in my opinion. The victor is then rewarded
Chat, what game
with
is
this cutscene, and that's it. For the demo, there's more to this game that we haven't yet seen. In the full game, for example, Grail...
I just can't wrap myself around playing a game that's engaging like that on a Switch. I don't give a shit. I have a Switch, I have a PS5, a Steam Deck. Playing engaging games that are like this, that has a lot of detail on a handheld, is shit. I don't care what anybody says about it. I don't care. And it'll never change. It's just...
Oh wow, I've been a while
it doesn't
since
work.
I've been on this app.
Battles aren't the only final round you can get. We've been told that there will be ways for you to customize your character to be more likely to encounter a co-op boss battle, among other things, for the final encounters, rather than the PvP round you just saw. In the full game, there's also going to be more potential for story and character progression back at the House of Night, between Dusk battles. So even if you don't place first, you're still going to feel like you're getting stronger every time you play.
Yeah, and you know for a fact that some okay, that's from, like, you know that some laggy ass bitch ass from Tel Aviv on 300 ping is hitting you from the past with mega crits and you can't see shit happening on this buster ass internet service. It's shit, man.
Like you're progressing the story as well. I'm intrigued to think how much they might develop the story in between battles.
I'll just get it as a joke.
In the full game, there's also going to be more than 10 characters to choose from. And in the hub world, supposedly you're able to customize them more as well.
It's a current meta meme.
There's also going to be 3 maps that ship with the final game, apparently. And there's also a final type of virtue that I didn't really get to show off. And it's one that I don't think anyone at the event really experimented much with. It's virtue through achieving your sigil goals. Sigils equipped before a match give you specific goals to try and achieve in the match. Take Jan here, for instance,
What's the Splatoon drama?
who has the sigil of the Eye of Morales equipped.
Come, see.
This makes him a hunter in this game, and the sigil will pair you with a heretic to try and take out during the game. Another thing I forgot to mention is the alliance system. You can queue up with another person you know at the start of the game and play through the whole game that way.
Network bugs, guys. Network's bugs. Not. How could we first seen this? I
if
mean,
you set your parameters
the
correctly.
Nintendo Network
Or you can actually ally
isn't
with other
working
people
with this
mid
jank
you
fest.
don't know
I
as
am
well.
colorably
You can either
surprised.
do this by emoting at them basically when you meet them in game, or after you've encountered another player, you can open a menu that will allow you to propose alliances to people that you've met. Under these alliances,
It's fine.
all
I'm just
virtue
being a
is
hater.
shared between you,
It's
and
possibly
you're in
good,
it till the
but
end. Well, then you kill it.
even if this was a masterpiece, it still wouldn't be a masterpiece because it's on Switch and it runs like shit. It looks pretty bad, like PS2. This would run on PSP. I don't care what anybody says. This runs on a fresh PSP.
Each other. I just want to say I feel so privileged to have been able to experience the Duskbloods and to share it with you all. I'd like to give special
There's more. There's other examples.
The Temple of Poseidon.
I mean,
My lord, the Persians have triggered the temple's defenses. Their work must be undone if we are to return to shore.
I mean, chat. I mean. I mean, this Loki has more friends though.
Wish me luck for senior year of college Monday.
Hey, hold on, this is actually just better. Wait, what? This song? What the fuck? Cave moss farming energy.
I know you're rounding there, because when has a FromSoft game ever been graphically amazing over being visually appealing? It's their specialty, larp larp suher.
Wait, what? Okay, even though From Software's games aren't always the best looking, in their own eras, they performed well on the graphic side. I mean, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2 looked good in its own era. They look fantastic, still look good. Brother, this looks bad for 2012. It's 14 years later, you ass. Are you stupid?
thanks to everyone
This
at
would look
Nintendo
bad if it
from
was 14 years ago.
Software who helped to organize this event. It went really smoothly and at all.
No, I know you're trolling now.
My life is yours to command.
These are like summoned spirits in Elden Ring, except these are fully fledged characters with voice lines and maybe even
34 months away,
storylines to
who is
go
he
down
talking to?
as well.
Who?
There are 8 allies to be found in this demo, and the spirit you get is someone.
I don't care. You're not gonna convince me. Sorry. False. 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 False.
Hush, little Calva. I'll soon birth thee anew, a sweeting, fresh and pure.
I think that the art philosophy just is fine. It's just what they do. You're not gonna convince that this is not a downgrade. It's a downgrade in every possible way. In frame rate, and especially in network. It's on the Nintendo is crazy, buddy. Nintendo literally, you get advantages for being on high ping. If you lag, you're ahead of your enemy. It's shit. I mean, I'm not tweaking it. I don't think you play on Nintendo shit. It's terrible. Hold on. Like, even on PC, the hit reg was terrible.
Also, there's parkour to the Kaylee.
Hold on. Chat. They can use it if they want to. I don't know. Like! What image is this? What difference is this made? It didn't even spawn. Okay, chat, yes, I am going to bed.